So this is a repetition of a video I shot a few weeks ago in which I demonstrated some lower body stretches, and I'm reshooting it because I had the chair back at a funny angle so you couldn't really see what I was doing. So for this to be a useful resource, I'm just reshooting it again so that we can put it on the website blog. And what I was doing was making use of a chair in a doorway so that I could use the door frame to hold on to give me added stability so that I could get deeper into my stretch. And I started out with a hip flexor stretch as a continuation of the last blog entry. But we're up in the ante here a little bit by getting the foot up on a chair. And then using the door frame to hold on, we can just go forward and back, forward and back. I could still reach back overhead if I wanted to. Or I could hold on to the door frame to get a little bit of side bending. This is getting into our stretching in 3 planes of motion. I could go this way, I could go the opposite way, I can add some rotation, and this is where it's really useful to hold on to something, or I can combine motions and sort of have some side bending and some rotation, and you'll feel when you do this how deeply and nicely you can get into the stretch. From there I can go to a hamstring stretch. So I've just got my foot up on a chair and I'm just stretching forward and back first of all in that sagittal plane, and then I can get into 3 planes of motion and go into side bending, reaching down to the floor either side, or I can use my rotation again, one way, then the other way. From there I looked at a stretch for the hip flexors, the external hip rotators, your gluteal muscles, your IT band. I'm going to change legs here because I've got more space. And I just had my foot up on the chair in front of me. Initially the knee came out to the side and I went forward and back, and you're keeping your back straight here so the stretch goes to the hip. From there again, reach down to the floor. Actually going one way actually makes more sense than the other, but you can do this both ways. Round to the same side, and again you can combine all those motions, which looks like a little bit of a reach through under the knee. From there I would then hop across, so the knee was coming across my body, and just repeat the whole thing again. I'm getting a little bit squished there. The last stretch I demonstrated was for the latissimus muscle, amongst others, gets your shoulder as well. I had that foot up in the chair, used the door frame and just leant my body off to the side initially, and then I can rotate either way in that stretch. I haven't got a very good door frame to pull away on this side actually, but you just want to lean your weight away, rotate, and you can also just tuck under the pelvis here to get a really good stretch as well. So I hope that will give you some ideas for how you can develop your current stretches into 3 planes of motion.